This is the Rescue Outdoor Fly Trap. Add water, subtract flies. You see inside here, there's a little, it's probably in a gelatin bag, some kind of bait. And what you do first is you cut along this dotted line, this circle, and this little cap will pop out so you can hang it. You can see the little hole, you can hang it with a string or a wire. And you're also going to fill it underneath this cap. It's a little funnel. The flies can crawl in there. They can't get out. They're not smart enough to get out. So cut the top off, pull this up, fill it with water, and you're going to fill it to this line, spill line. You may fill it more. I mean, it doesn't really matter depending on how hot it is where you are. It'll evaporate, and you have to keep an eye on that, because if it evaporates, it doesn't do a good job of getting rid of the flies. They have to fall in that water. If it rains and this is exposed, of course the water's going to fill to the top. I like that because then it can draw down. In the Texas heat, these things evaporate. And then at some point in time, a month or two, you're going to decide it's time to take it down. I've had it where this bag's almost just full of flies. It's disgusting. But I will warn you, in a heated environment, the longer this hangs, the drier this plastic gets. And as you'll see in this particular time that I've used them, when I was trying to dispose of the bag, it cracked and it leaked in the garage. And this stuff stinks. And it will stink up a garbage can. It'll take you weeks to get this smell out. So be real careful. The hardest part is how you're going to dispose of this. You could just take it down, leave it on the ground, put a shovel in there, and just leave it on the grass, and some critters at night will come eat it. You also don't want to put this close to your house because two reasons. One, it stinks. And secondly, you want to pull the flies away from your house. By the way, you may get other things like ants and gnats in there too, but you want them to go. I hang mine up high in a tree with the paracord. I'll show you. But highly recommended. They work really well. Every one I've had has worked well, and I've been using them for at least 5 or 6 years. You can cut it all the way off if you want. You just want to be able to pull this up through the plastic. So you have it like that. I'm going to fill it up with water to that black line right there. See, it's so hot here, I'll probably put a little extra because it evaporates. And when you open it, it smells like plastic. As soon as this water hits that bait in there, it's going to smell like dead fish. And that should do it. And it looks like a shredded wheat cereal in there. It's like a cake. It dissolves down. I've got a little thing I rigged with some paracord to a little clip, a little carabiner that hooks on, and then another hook with a weight. I need the weight, so when I pull it way up there, I can get it down when I loosen the string. The reason I have it so high is, first of all, it stinks. Secondly, it keeps the animals away from it. And it also is going to attract the bugs. So I want the flies to go way up there, and whatever else is going to go in there. I don't want it anywhere near my house. And I want to attract them away from my house also. So of course I need longer string. There it is. About 10, 11 feet off the ground. You know what they say, no smells, no smell. Let's take it down. It's still stinking. You can see that's solid flies. It has a tendency to dry out if it's real hot. Of course, if it rains, it fills all the way up and renourishes itself. There's juice and fly juice. That bag is so dried out and fragile. When I was putting it in here, it popped a leaked on the floor. Now I have it clean up. You can see it dripping. Ugh, that stinks. Okay, some Clorox wipes. Phew-wee. That stuff is so stinky. I put it in here. Let's clean. It's going to stink this up, which will clean, but somehow the flies will still get underneath this thing because they love that smell. You can see just sitting there for less than 5 minutes, the flies are here. Crazy. Reuse this bag. Put them in a heavy-duty HEB grocery bag and taped it up. And you can still see the fly coming around to that smell. I usually wear gloves. I didn't get any on my hand, but suggest you wear blue gloves for this Gorp.